Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I hope that your weekend is starting off great. I'm speaking with a little bit of a lisp because I'm not wearing my retainer, but that's okay. I've got like 2 more months to wear it, so not not worried about not wearing it enough. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Thank you for stopping in. So, in this video, I thought I'd try something new, and I was using the same jar I used in the diamond painting drill jar, which turned out really nice. I really love it. Anyway, so I'm using that mold, and I'm putting dried flowers in it, and I'm hoping it's going to turn out gorgeous. I didn't want to put any colors in it right at the start. And I didn't really, but I had some color left over from the leftover resin, which I used to just fill the top, which is the bottom. So I just filled up the bottom a bit more. Anyway, so yeah, wasn't that hard to get the flowers in. You just gotta move that thing in the middle that puts the hole in the jar. And once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to put the flowers in. You just have to push it aside. And there we go. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of weird YouTube stuff. I'm telling you, there's some strange people in this world, but that's their lives, it's not mine. And some of it's pretty entertaining. But a lot of creepy shows too, like nightmarish stuff. You know what I mean, like the murder shows. True crime. True crime is what I'm trying to think of. So yeah, what I've done actually is first I used up the leftover. I had a little bit of the Michael's resin, so I mixed that up and used that. And then after I added the Michael's resin, I had some J-Diction resin left over, so I mixed that up and added that. And when I finished, oh, I didn't have enough, so I mixed up some Let's resin, and I added that, but then I had too much left. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a helicopter going over. I have a lot of helicopters going over, and usually when it's this late at night, it's not a good thing. We have hospitals that have helicopter pads, and usually it's something like that. But that's life, I suppose. I just hope they're going to be okay, if that's what it is. He might be just looking for a place to roost. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, I used 3 different resins, the Michael's, the J-Diction, and the Let's resin. And I didn't see a reason why they couldn't all work happily together, but we know that the Michael's resin, the hardener, was really yellow. But yeah, so I was just mixing up what I had and throwing it all in there. Have you guys been trying resin? You really do, if you're going to try resin, and that's why I'm doing a voiceover, because you can't hear me at all. Well, you can hear me, but it's really muffled. I've tried to talk with the respirator on. It just doesn't work, so I'm doing a voiceover. Or those respirators get hot, and so do those gloves. Anyway, excuse me. I'm a bit dry. I've been meaning to get a drink for the past hour and still haven't got up to do it because I'm trying to do this. And I didn't realize that the reason my computer was being so slow was because it's a laptop and I had it unplugged. So it was right out of juice. Just like my car was yesterday. I had to call CAA to come and charge my battery because it wouldn't start and I couldn't figure out why. And maybe it had just been sitting there for too long, or maybe the last drive, because I'm not driving too much anymore, was too short. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I had to call CAA, and they were great. They came over, fixed it quick, and got out of there. But I didn't drive my car today, but I did have to leave it running for 40 minutes after he charged it, because he said you need to just let it run. So yeah, that was great fun. Anyway, that's just life though. So my computer was out of juice, my car was out of juice. I keep letting things die, and I don't know why. In my orchid, the only plant I have, looks like it might die. I had to transplant it because it was creeping out of the pot that it was in. It had legs. The air roots were like legs, and they were climbing out of the pot, and there was one that was like, I don't know, like almost 2 feet long, and it was an air root. It wasn't a flower stalk. So now it's in a clay pot, just a little bit bigger than the pot that it was in, but I kept the original soil that it was in, and the bark and all that, and made sure it went into the pot with it. And I'm hoping that the air roots looking, the really, really long air roots is looking like it's drying up, but it's still green, and all the roots inside are still green. So I'm hoping that it's just having a nap, because I mean, it's getting dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun doesn't come up till I don't know what time, but it's coming up late. So yeah, I made some bears. Then I had a little bit left over, so I thought I'd make some more X's and O's for the little tic-tac thing. And that tic-tac thing is giving me ideas about something else to do. I just have to figure out how to do it. But yeah, I'm thinking I've got some ideas for that, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, the bears that I made, I thought that maybe I'd get some jump rings. I've got some chain, and just do like the 2 little bears on chains of different length, hanging on to the mama bear, which I would put on a chain with a clip on it to hang on your purse. But then as I was looking at them afterwards, I thought, you know what, I can put ribbons through that hole on the little bears, not the big one. The big one's too big. But I have a tiny white Christmas tree. It's only 4 feet tall. And I thought that maybe it might be cute to have some little, well, we could call them polar bears because they're pink. They're obviously not black bears, right? Have them hanging on the Christmas tree. And I've got some other ornaments I have to make. But I was a little bit disappointed with this jar. I've actually got this speeded up, believe it or not. It wasn't that hard to get it out of the mold. It's just a weird shape, and you just have to get it right. I got enough air in there. I couldn't find my alcohol, and looking at the video right now as I am, the alcohol bottle is sitting right above the jar that I'm trying to get undone. I could have sprayed some alcohol in there. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with me. Anyway, so yeah, we're working at it. We're going to get it out of there. I don't know how long this video is, or how, oh, okay, so it's 11.5 minutes. And so it's going to be over soon. I just didn't want to keep talking when the video ended, or you know what I mean. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't. I hope you do. Okay, so now we're getting the thing out. And the flowers really look nice, but the big problem is the top is clear. That's great. You see how misty it is along the bottom? It's all bubbles, all bubbles. Now, when you make it, The top is at the bottom and the bottom's at the top. So it looks like all the bubbles rose from the top to the bottom. And considering that it doesn't have any color in it, it doesn't look that bad. It looks sort of like frosted glass. From a distance, it looks like frosted glass. But, oh well, what can you do? I'm still learning. I always say I'm not a tutorial channel. I'm just doing stuff. That's why it's called Trish Does Stuff. I'm just trying to figure out things for myself. And, you know, hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes. And I don't know what the mistake was here. I did spray it with alcohol. I didn't go anywhere near it with a flame because I didn't want to have that problem again with starting a fire. But I don't know if it was mixing the 3 resins together, which was probably a bad idea now that I say it out loud. But anyway, everything always turns out okay. And I think those little bears with a little red ribbon in the whole thing will look lovely on my Christmas tree. Anyway, the video's about over, so I'm going to say goodbye, good night, have a great weekend, stay safe, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.